Yoruba nation and Yoruba agitators are once again reiterated their determination to pursue Yoruba nation should the federal government delay in the restructuring of Nigeria. At a summit organized by the Afenifere Renewal Group (ARG) on Thursday, July 15, 2021 at the University of Ibadan, stakeholders agreed that it was time for Yoruba to assert their choice in Nigeria, which is through federalism or a separate nation. They said either of the options would best serve their interest. The summit themed rekindling the Yoruba nationalism, oh my people, with Sato Yoruba nation, held at the Otunba Shubomi Balogun Conference Center, University of Ibadan. It had Professor Denri Olugbenla, while Professor Olurode corroborated his position that restructuring was better than having a separate Yoruba nation. Olugbenga, who is the head department of political science, Olugbenla, said University of Lagos, said the Constitution forbids secession, pointing out that the major problem of Nigeria is the system which only needs to be restructured. He noted that the 1999 Constitution does not empower anybody to change the structure because it is rigid. Olugbenla said Yoruba should have a rethink about secession because it comes with its own problems. If we will become Oodua state, what is the plan? How many people are on board? We need to think deep on how we should go, he said. In his own submission, Professor Olurode said there was no guarantee that the Yoruba nation we are craving for will be a peaceful country, or the realities will be far different from what we have today. He added, I will prefer that looking at the historical antecedent, what we have done to make Nigeria what it is today won't make it easy for Yoruba to take their exit. So we should create and package restructuring in the way it will be acceptable, and there should be serious strategic thinking. Contributing, the Secretary General of Yoruba Council of Elders, Dr. Kunle Olajide, noted that there are Yorubas who have been in the north and east for 100 years. He also said, with the state of the economy, there are a lot of people who can't wake up in the morning with 1,000 naira in their pocket. How do you want them to bring back and come back to Yoruba land? How do you want to settle them? What plans do you have for them? Where are the resources? Olajide queried. Well, if that is a needful and that's an excuse for them not to come back to Yoruba nation, even if Yoruba nation is being achieved, they can still come, because staying back in the north, like he has said, that they can't even afford 1,000 whenever they wake up in the morning. Well, if they can strive hard and come back to their own region, and everything is being structured, and the Yoruba nation has its own country, and they have good governance, economy is balanced, the 1,000 you are talking about will even be made, and every citizen of that country, if eventually realized, would enjoy, and there will be, a peace of mind. The money is not even the issue, but the peace of mind. Okay, now they are in the northern part of the country, they couldn't even wake up, or they can't wake up, with 1,000 naira in their pocket. Still, they suffer, and they are being neglected by the so-called administration of Buhari or the northern people. And it will come to a point that even with them thinking about 1,000 in their pocket, which they have not really got, when day breaks, they will just realize that in no time they can be killed by this Fulani, killer government. So that's just it. He continued by saying, how do you want to bring them back to Yoruba land? How do you want to settle them? What plans do you have for them? Where are the resources? He added that I believe we are endowed with human beings with a lot of mental capacity not to take irrational decisions. The younger element are our children, and we feel for them, but they will be committing mass suicide if they keep agitating for Yoruba nation. We know that the future appears bleak for them, but it is better to have a fairly bleak future, because you can always have other options in the future than to get crushed with bombs, and life does not have a duplicate. Yes, I said it. In other words, we need to examine all options and see the one with the least damage. But other speakers, including the Iyaloja of Ibadan, Chief Mrs. Abiola Amerigun, differed with them. She said the constitution is not working. She posted that Yoruba should go their different way since President Muhammadu Buhari is not positive to restructuring. Yorubas are very intelligent people and we should use the right way, she also added. Representatives of self-determination groups corroborated her position, saying that it has become worthless pushing for restructuring because Northerners are not interested in it. Welcoming participants, ARG Chairman Honorable Wale Oshun said the country was at a crossroads, adding that the purpose of the summit was to listen to the voice of the Yoruba people on what they want. He noted that the summit was to feel the pulse of the Yoruba people if they still want to be part of the country and the changes they would like to see. We realized that people have been advocating for restructuring since 1992, so people are saying 29 years down the line, what is the sense in keeping and asking for the same thing that nobody is even listening to? We want to find out from ourselves the way forward, which is the purpose of this meeting, he said. Yes, that's just it. They will keep talking, no actualization. You seek for restructuring and you're saying it is over 29 years down the line. Restructuring have been lamented from the mouth, but no action. Like Oni of Ife would say, he says he is tired of you people talking. Do the needful. You need to act. That's just it. Act the same way Sunday Igboho is acting. You understand? Nobody is yet to support him because everybody is afraid of war or whichever way. But there's not going to be war. Well, you need to be very, very rigid as it is. So many people have been reacting towards this and so many comments coming in. Please note, restructuring will go the same way according to this person. Saying restructuring every time, restructuring. You people have been talking about restructuring and you are not, putting effort, to tell or dialogue with the government. Since you guys are not putting effort, well, action also should, go the same way by saying PIB and e-transmission goes. It will not favor the South unless we are deceiving ourselves because North is not interested. That will be third time of defeating us in the National Assembly. We should know via the alternative options, not minding the cost. Every day cannot be Christmas and rosy. Our forefathers always say, Ojo miran adun yin, Ojo miran. Well, speaking Yoruba in that regard. Feeling the impulse of Yoruba people, which include me, we do not want any restructuring. All we are asking for is our own Yoruba nation. That's coming from a commentator from this article, that they need a Yoruba nation because there is enough of restructuring over 29 years down the line. There is no action. So what we need now is the Yoruba Republic. Well, I would like you to share your comments over the comment section. Thanks for listening and God bless.